We got a special guest stop by today, so this is really exciting. It's the great thing about the Ice House. You never know who's going to stop by. This next comic coming to the stage is one of the tallest comedians in the business. Put your hands together for Cary Tobaben, right to the stage.
Keep it going for Murray, huh? Oh, I'm actually not that tall. I learned a long time ago from my sister that if you wear shirts with vertical stripes, it just makes you appear to be tall. I'm only about 5'3", honestly. It is amazing. A lot of shit going on at Walmart today, huh? Wow. Remember the old days you just got pushed and shoved? Now you get pushed and shoved, you get trampled on, you get pepper sprayed, you even get shot at certain locations. I don't know about you, but I don't know if the savings is worth it. I do come from a very tall family. It's a lot of fun being tall, but a lot of times you can't get to like crowded events late because nobody wants you to sit in front of them. This is a problem, you know? And it happens to me all the time. I'll get somewhere, get there late, I sit down, and I always hear this. Ah, shit! And that's just at church. It's fun being tall. I get the chance to make people feel uncomfortable without even trying. Like whenever I go into public restrooms and just kind of look over the stall doors. Hey, how you doing? Hey, what's up? I was real tall and awkward looking as a kid, so my dad put me in these father-son organizations to make some friends. One of them was called Indian Guides, which was cool because you got an official Indian name when you joined, you know? Like my one friend was named Lone Wolf, my other friend was named Running Deer, and my Indian name was Lurch. And, we got to go on a camp out once with the Indian Maidens. That was fun. That's where I met my very first girlfriend. In fact, she was the most popular girl in her tribe, and her Indian name was Spread Eagle. Very popular. But I have to buy a lot of my clothes through these tall men's catalogs. These things are a joke. No matter what the guys are modeling in the catalog, they're always holding a basketball. Like that's all we do all day is play basketball. It's stupid. I mean, look at some of these other catalogs, like for really overweight women. You never see them modeling their clothes holding like a piece of cheesecake. I mean, come on. But I hate the stupid stuff people say to me. Hey, how's the weather up there? I say, great. How's my ass smell? Got on an elevator once. There was a woman in there, couldn't have been more than about 5 feet 2 inches tall. She looks up at me and she goes, boy, I wouldn't mind having a few of your inches. Really? How many would you like? So I'm divorced. I've been divorced a couple of years. I have a son, young son, and thank you for clapping for that. I was trying to figure out the other day where our marriage went wrong, and I would have to say it was the last time my wife and I had sex. I happened to look down right in the middle of it and noticed she was texting someone. And that's never good. And I asked her if she could, stop, but she couldn't hear me. She had the headphones on. And, but I tried to do everything in that marriage to spice it up. I even bought a adult movie for us to watch one night, and we had never done that before. And I put it in the DVD, and we're watching it. And it's this couple in the kitchen, and like they're going to make dinner, and all of a sudden they start going at it, right? Guy puts her right up on the counter, and they're going at it. And the only thing my wife says was, didn't we see those counter tiles on sale at Home Depot? But it didn't used to be that way in the beginning. It was great. I mean, we even had these little code words, which meant let's go into the bedroom and mess around. I would just say, I want to go to Disneyland. She'd know what that meant. We'd go into the bedroom, right? Then my son was born, and I couldn't say that anymore, you know? Because I'd say I want to go to Disneyland, and he'd say, I want to go too. You know? But I noticed after my son was born, Disneyland started having all these blackout dates. I'm not kidding you. One year, Disneyland was closed. I said to her, you know what? Disneyland needs to reopen, or I'm going to Magic Mountain, all right? It's pretty... So I live in Sherman Oaks, and my son plays Little League in Van Nuys, and that took some getting used to, because I wanted to blend in with the other families, you know? I wanted it to be, just like everybody else. And after a couple weeks, I learned how things went, you know? Like my son would strike out, and I'd be like, it's okay, mijo, it's okay. Gotta blend in. It's working out, you know? I can't believe the year is almost over. We're gonna be in December next week. Can you believe that? It's been an amazing year, you know? I mean, think about all the things that have gone on the news. We caught bin Laden. We found bin Laden. We found Muammar Gaddafi. We found Arnold Schwarzenegger's kid. I mean, we are just on fire. But I had a lot of financial problems a few years back, and the reason I did was I bought my very first home, and I got one of these countrywide adjustable rates. Are you familiar with these? Yeah. I mean, it starts out good, you know. It started out at a 4.25 adjustable rate, and then it adjusted into a foreclosure, and unbelievable. But I'm going to visit my parents in Palm Springs for Christmas. My dad kind of made an ass out of himself last year around Christmas. He bought one of these big, huge mechanical Santa Clauses that lights up, waves its arm up and down. But apparently some neighborhood kids came by one night and sort of bent the arm on the thing. So now he's got this huge Santa in the front yard going, oh, 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 oh. Nice Santa Claus, Dad. But they live out in Palm Springs, and that place really caters to elderly people. I mean, still, after all these years, it's senior citizens everywhere. They even had a trendy clothing store called Forever 81. And unbelievable. But a couple years back, my son was expecting a really big Christmas from me, and this was right after we got divorced. And it was really bad because I was hurting financially, and it just wasn't going to happen. So I was trying to think of how I could, avoid this. And I'm not proud of what I did, but this was back when we had those really bad fires in Southern California. So one night I was watching the news, and I pulled my son into the living room, and I said, "Son, you see all those fires on the news there? That's Santa's village." Yeah. All your presents just burned up. Now, I know that scarred him for the rest of his life, but it saved me about $300. And that's my time. Thank you very much.
Give a go, everybody, for Cary Tobaben right there. Awesome, awesome.